Okay, so here we are putting the wood up. What I've done to get to this stage is I took a piece of string and a piece of chalk and I drew a line. To do that, I got in the center there some fiberglass rods and built a little reinforced structure to keep a straight pole in the center. You could use a piece of rebar or something, a board, anything. And then you tie your string to that, and then you make a loop in this end. You put your piece of chalk through it, and then you just walk around slowly with your string, and you get an exactly 8-foot circle. Then we took and we put our base down. What I want to do is I took these boards and I cut them at like the correct angle for the B pieces, which is 18 degrees. And then I laid them out on this line to get them somewhat centered. And then you'll say, you know, another technique for getting that rod centered is you got your posts and you measure halfway between these two and halfway between those two, and that gives you some semblance where you're going to be somewhere between these. And then we put these little scrap pieces, they're about 8 or 9 inches, as a riser, and there's a little 30-degree cut on there to match up to the bottom of the dome. And the reason I did this is because I want to have some overhang on my dome, so I can go from here and put a piece of material hanging down and overhanging my wall. Also, it'll serve as a raised bed inside. And so we put those together, and we got started on some over here. And we decided that they weren't coming together neatly, so we decided to just start building triangles. And you can see in front of my doorway, I centered a B, one with all B sides. And we got their joints to come together nicely, and we put our screws through right here. 2 screws on each, and it's rock solid. It doesn't even have to be supported, it's supporting itself. And then we're starting on an A here. We just finished one. And we'll go A, B, A, B. And then we'll do a little bit more, and a little bit more, and then be done. Okay, so here we have our frame. It's all been put up. And it's ready to be glazed with covering. So let me just give you the skinny on how this worked. So first we built this bottom base, and then we used our scrap woods to make risers, and then we connected our dome bottom. Then from there we went and made these triangles. So we would just do the triangles all the way around, and then and there's a schematic for that on that site, so you can print that and use that as a guide. And once you get your triangles down, you can go for these pieces all the way around and get that kind of like a first stage, triangles with a top. And then we put those last triangles up and left them disconnected at the top. And then we built the top. You can see the top is just a pentagon. And it's got these little side pieces. So we built that, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pentagon with 5 sides that we built on the ground here. And then it was much easier to build on the ground and put screws in. And then we hoisted it up there with ladders, and used duct tape to hold it to these other pieces. And then it held itself up while we screwed it in. And it finally came together, and it didn't take that long. We had 2 guys do this, and it took us a couple days of, getting up late and coming out here for a few hours. It took a couple days. I'm sure if you got up real early and worked real late, you could bang it out in a day, maybe get 3 guys. It'd be a little bit faster and easier. And as you can see, my next goal will be, I think I'm going to take some steel straps and put it around my base so that it can't be picked up by the wind. And then we will put, on this side, we'll put wood. This is the north side. This will be wooden covered. We will cut through these boards and make a doorway out of this little entryway here. And then on the south side, somewhere around here, and all that, will be glazed with some kind of clear material with a good insulating value. And that's it. This is not an easy project. You definitely need 2 people on this part, and you definitely need, we had 2 6-foot ladders and 1 12-foot ladder, and that was all we needed. You might not need the 12-foot depending on your situation, but we have obviously added 3 feet, 4 feet of height to our dome, so we're up at 12 feet. And next time we'll go over the covering material. That's all.